Welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about in/Spectre episode 8. So like always, let's just jump into it. Okay, so episode 8 of in/Spectre is definitely like another setup, another build-up to this big fight between either, however you want to call it, whether it will be Kuro versus Nanase or Kuro versus Rika, right? Because Rika is the mastermind behind Nanase. So really, Rika and Kuro are the main forces that are going to be fighting. You know, the only reason I believe Kuro is fighting Nanase head on and trying to fight for as long as he can is so he can give Kotoko enough time to pretty much convince everybody on the wiki page, you know, with false information that's kind of like, you know, that can sound truthful, and convince everybody that really she's not a ghost, she's not a monster, she's just, you know, they try to explain it so people will stop believing in Nanase, and thus Nanase will be destroyed forever. Now, the thing is, Rika has the same power as Kuro. So remember, they can look at the future and they can pick what future best suits them. And we see Rika using this power straight, you know, she slashes her neck open, which I feel like there's a more efficient way to kill yourself. But hey, that's the way she did it. It's crazy. You know, whatever she does is her problem. But she kills herself to choose what future she wants to pick. Now, we don't know if there's a difference of level, like in the abilities that both Kuro and Rika have. Like, I don't know if Kuro's ability to pick a future is way better than Rika's. Now, remember, you can only choose the future that you can actually achieve with your own skills at that time. Like, you can't choose a future where you become a god, because you just can't do that, at least right now. Maybe later on, I don't know, you know, if the manga that can actually happen. But right now, the way that Kotoko is explaining it is that if you can reach for whatever future you want, but it has to be within the means for you to achieve it. Now, if Kuro has, you know, more abilities, he's more, you know, combat wise, can actually keep up with Nanase for a longer period of time, maybe he has a higher chance of getting rid of Nanase because he has the means to achieve the future that he wants, at least a lot more than what Rika can do. Now, the interesting part of this episode was when Saki mentioned that when she met Rika, Rika was pretty much corrupting everything around her, right? Like, she was pretty much being evil. And the hospital at a certain point didn't want anything to do with Rika, and she got kicked out of the hospital. Not kicked out, but they were kind of suggesting like, is you know, her time to go. We don't want her here anymore. And the doctors, I guess it's Japanese culture, right? They don't like doing that kind of stuff. And the other doctor was like, yo, are you sure you want to say it like that? You know, if I would have been, I'm like, yeah, I want to say it like that, because this girl, she's bad news, and she is. Who, you know, the way she cut her neck, that's next level, next level. But Kotoko kind of made a deal with Kuro to let, you know, Rika live at her mansion. And Kotoko pretty much said that, you know, she did use a computer, and maybe that's how she was creating Nanase, from her home in the computer, and she left like about a month ago. And we see that Kuro, that's why he left. That's why he disappeared for like about that week or 2 weeks that he was gone. He was searching for Rika because I guess he knew that she was behind it. He must have had a feeling. I mean, they've been childhood, their family. They've been together since they were children, and the grandmother did that crazy stuff to both of them. Because if Rika has that power, you better believe that the grandmother did it to her too. So it just depends how you want to look at it, right? Like, maybe the reason why Kuro, you know, he's like the good person in this anime is because he has somebody to protect. You got to think, if he grew up and he, you know, fell in love with Saki and now Kotoko, maybe he's using his powers for good because he wants to protect the people that you know, are around him, and he just wants to do good stuff with his power. But if Rika never found that connection, that's why she's crazy. That's why she's trying to like commit all this, you know, create this monster to go kill people just because she can. Well, who's gonna stop her? If Kuro can't stop her, right? Who is going to stop somebody that can't really die, can pick whatever future suits her best? Because I don't think even Kotoko can do anything about that, right? I can see Kotoko dealing with Nanase, but I don't know how Kotoko can actually deal with Rika. And I actually want to see how this whole arc is going to end, because how do you stop something that can be killed? I guess you can put it like in concrete and throw it in the middle of the ocean. That's one way to do it, but I don't think Kuro is gonna be doing that to his cousin. That would be overkill. Maybe just prison will be enough, but then she'll be in prison forever. But at least she won't be creating, imaginary monsters that will kill people left and right. So at least she'll be able to be contained. But I think the only person that can actually do it will be Kuro, and that's what they're working on. Now, I can see why a lot of people might not like this anime or actually drop it, because if you think about it, right, the last 3 episodes have been like a build up or setting up this big fight, and I hope next episode we see this go down, because we've been waiting for 3 episodes, and every episode I think, oh, it's gonna go down, and the episode comes and it does not go down. We get another backstory or flashback, or why Rika is doing this, or why Kuro, just more build up to make this scene more epic, I guess, because I don't see any other explanation to explain it. Because 3 episodes to build this up, I think it's a little overkill. And I can see why people might not enjoy it because of that. A lot of people that watch anime might not enjoy animes that are dialogue heavy. They want to see action, and just gotta deal with it. This anime is not for them. I'm enjoying the anime, but I started from episode 1, and I almost dropped it in episode 2 because, man, episode 2 I was bored in episode 2. Now, ever since Nanase and the introduction of like a main antagonist, like a villain, was introduced to the anime, I started slowly getting back in it, and I'm enjoying all these episodes. But I don't mind not seeing action over and over, right? I don't need my anime to be action heavy all the time. I enjoy a good story. If by the end of this season we actually get a legit like plot twist or of some big cliffhanger or something heavy, I'll be happy, because as long as the journey to the whole, like the end of the season, is great and the story is great, I don't mind it. But we're at the end game now, okay? We see Kotoko explaining to Saki her plan, right? Like, she's pretty much gonna go into the wiki page and just start typing away, trying to convince people, tell her story in a believable way, so that people would actually think that Nanase is just, a rumor or a fiction story. And once she does that, essentially they're just gonna get rid of Nanase. And I see why Kuro is willing to fight Nanase all night long, or for however long it takes. Because he needs to be able to hold off Nanase, that way she doesn't go and kill innocent people all over town, you know what I mean? But Kuro needs to hold off Nanase so Kotoko can actually go into the wiki and start, having a conversation with all these anonymous people that are all individuals, they all have the same voting power, and convince them that, Nanase is nothing but fiction. And she has to be able to tell a story that could, make her points a lot more plausible than Nanase's story. And she makes sense. There's no way Rika is going to go in there and start deleting her posts, because that would just create more, everybody's going to side with Kotoko, because if the moderators are deleting comments that could potentially be the truth, they're going to start thinking, oh, that's why they're deleting the comments, because they know it's the truth. And, they just want to create false, like a story, and people are not going to believe it. So Kotoko is actually right on that. I believe that's the right course. I don't think Rika is going to be deleting comments. But Rika did use her powers. So she actually did pick the future that best suited her. Now, I don't know if because Kuro is going to use his powers later, right? I don't know if that's, why he's going to end up winning, or if he even wins. We're not sure. But I wonder how that power works out. Like, is it whoever used it first or second? Or can they actually stack it? I'm wondering if Rika can actually stab herself in the neck like 47 times back to back, and she'll just keep coming back. I wonder if there's a limitation to that power. Because you gotta think, the ability to see the future, not just one future, but multiple ones, and pick the one that is best tailored for your goals, that's the definition of broken. So it's next episode, it better go down, because it's been 3 episodes. We gotta have some action. We gotta have some, an ending to this arc that's actually satisfying. Could you imagine if this thing ends with Kuro like getting one-shotted, then he finds the future that he needs, and in the first 5 minutes of the next episode is done? That would be kind of, disappointing, because we had 3 episodes of build-up for like 30 seconds of like resolution. We better spend the next episode dealing with this thing, and it better be satisfying, because man, people are just gonna drop this anime more if it's not satisfying. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you think, what you thought of this episode. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.